This is Janis. And in our last video, he failed his last chance at a mock test just 7 days before his real driving test.
So unfortunately, he didn't pass.
And today, just a couple of days before the big day, we're here to see if I can iron out all his faults.
Janis, what's next? What's next?
And get him confident enough to rise to success.
If you can do that on your test, you'll look so good. So I'll just ring up Jeff and be like, yeah, it's my boy. Don't worry about it. Send the license through the post. Let's go. How you feeling?
Nervous, but excited.
Nerve-sighted?
Nerve-sighted, yeah.
You can make mistakes. 15 in half an hour, that's 1 every 2 minutes.
So if I fail, I'm just really, really bad.
If you fail, there'll be a reason, but you can eliminate the reasons for failing by focusing, concentrating, and planning ahead. Everything that could come up on your driving test, if you can do it today, you can do it on Monday.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go right at the end of the road. Boom, first gear. Now look. I gotta be honest, Janis seems a bit nervous as we're driving off. I'd have usually had jokes and banter by now, but he's silent. I think I'll help him with the first few roads to get him comfortable, and then, well, let's just see what happens. Look both ways at the same time. So we know what's happening here, but we also know what's happening here at any one moment. Okay, I've literally just picked Janis up from the station. I haven't given you any time to warm up today. We're just rolling straight into it. This might happen on your driving test. The first 5 minutes of anyone's driving test, everybody says this, talk to anyone who's done a driving test. First 5 minutes are nerve-wracking because you're like, oh, this is a new situation, it feels different. Then after 5 minutes, you get into it and you're like, oh, I'm rolling now. Confident, let me show you what I'm made of.
Right, yeah.
You're gonna have the same thing happen. So as soon as you get onto your driving test, think of everything in steps and stages. So when we came up to that first junction at the end of the station road on the hill, that would have been a great time to use mirror, signal, position, speed, and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to use any judgment. I just do the steps as they come up. So let's deal with this bend in the road, and at the end, that way, turn left. Work through the steps so that you can get your junctions in the correct order, and then there's nothing to think about. If you're coming close to your driving test too, like Janis, it's likely you'll have had a few lessons where you feel like you've gone backwards in skill as well. It's really common and more to do with what's going on in your head than your actual driving skill. While your brain is screaming about needing to be perfect and your test that's soon, having steps and strategies that you can fall back on like MSPSL that take the thinking out of driving is really important. Position, what's after position? Speed, yes. Take the next road on the right. Do the checklist again, every single item.
Mirror, position, mirror signal, position.
Nice.
Speed.
And because you said speed or were thinking speed, you actually check the gears. You're in the correct one already, but that checklist keeps you from making mistakes. At the end of this road, turn left, giving you loads of notice, just like the examiner will or the sat-nav. When you get close to your test, you'll have a million questions in your head about driving, which is great. Get them out so you can move on from them and relax. If you don't have an instructor, feel free to use my inbox.
Would you call this the end of the road?
Definitely, because the road is ending and joining a new road.
Right.
Why?
Just because in
you
theory
like
you could go straight on.
That would be a new road though. So is this a new road? Good question, because the examiner will use terminology like this. Take the next road on the left, don't do it, but that's that one. At the end of the road, turn left, will be like, where's the road ending and joining a new road. Cool. And then push up to speed, because in West Wickham, everything's 30. Well, no, don't say that. Most things are 30, but if it is 30, we've got a nice long road. Let's not make the driving test take longer than it needs to.
Yeah.
Crack on.
On a zebra crossing that's got an island in the middle.
Yes.
And I see someone starting to cross the first half of it on the other side of the road, but I'm going relatively quickly. Would I need to stop for them?
Well,
they're not in the middle.
We both know the hazards that zebra crossings can pose to someone's driving test.
Yeah.
So if you're approaching a zebra crossing, what you're going to be doing is checking the pavements. As soon as you see those amber Belisha beacons, the lights on either side, I'm looking at the pavements to see anyone approaching it. So if there's someone approaching it, it shouldn't have taken them to get to the crossing for you to notice them. So we'll stop for them before they get to the crossing.
Even if it's on that side?
I have it on good authority from an examiner that if they're on the braille bits, the lumpy bits for blind people of the crossing, and you haven't stopped, that's a fail.
Okay.
So they don't have to be on the crossing.
Right.
They just have to be on the braille bits. I don't know what that's called. What's the raised bump?
Even if they're just walking past?
Oh no, if they're just walking past, but if they're intending to cross, that's the point where you're gonna fail if you don't stop for them.
Damn.
Yes. Sounds harsh.
It's a harsh way to say that.
Yeah, it really is.
We're gonna go left at this roundabout.
To hey.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Biggin Hill. Have you been to Biggin Hill at airport?
I haven't, but I've driven past it. It's quite interesting. See here, this is where your examiner's not going to be making conversation. Even if they're super friendly, when it's time for you to concentrate, like you're coming up to a junction, they'll be dead silent and you'll be laser focused on what's happening next. So however much we get distracted on lessons, that's not going to happen. So you're thinking about like making silly mistakes, you're less likely to on your test. And you're a sick driver. Actually, rate your driving out of 10.
8.2.
8.2, decent. Actually, if you think that you're that good at driving, why are you going to fail a test? Why would they not want you on the road?
Because I'm a statistic.
Yeah, but it's not the people that are 8.2 are failing, it's the people who are like much less than that. We're a little bit close to that Porsche. Let's keep a safe distance at all times.
Okay, his confidence is growing. We even got a smile. I'm going to keep pushing and encouraging him, but also help him a little bit less now.
Okay, how's that roundabout?
I would say that it is good.
I would say 2, yeah.
Judged a good blocker.
Awesome, really good. Let's take the next road on the right.
When you do something good, it's important to recognize it and acknowledge it. It's so easy to only see faults, but acknowledge when you do good driving as well. Although I'm gonna have to pull him over for this next junction.
Fab. Try and make a little bit more effort to not cut corners. Let's stop next to the big green tree. Don't make it ambiguous. Like, does he know he should be on the outside or inside of the roundabout? I can't tell from that move. Does he know that he can't cut corners? Because that was a little bit of a corner cut. Did he see into that junction before he turned? Let's not leave it ambiguous. Just like really purposeful with every move that you're going to make Monday. Give me a parallel park.
By the Audi.
This car, yeah. And we'll talk about it after. In your own time, go for it.
Janis is usually sick at parallel parking, so I hope he can hold his nerve and perform well here with good control and observation. Don't rush your maneuver on your driving test. You get so long to complete it. And it's a great feeling when you finished your parking. It feels almost like the home straight back to the test center. Another thing I really think is important is encouragement. So I'm definitely gonna let Janis know about this effort because it was so great.
That was easily your best work yet. If you can do that on your test, you'll look so good. Should I just ring up Jeff and be like, yeah, it's my boy, don't worry about it. Send the license through the post, let's go. You can apply that standard, that level of care and detail to every part of the 30-minute very small drive. You're gonna make it look like actual common sense. Can't wait for this. Yeah, tick, let's go. Let's do harder stuff.
My strategy for the last lesson is always just a confirmation exercise. I want you to do a little bit of all the stuff that will happen on your driving test, so you can reflect back afterwards and know that whatever comes up, you can ace it. But if it doesn't go well, it's a great opportunity to talk about nerves and relaxing, because that's probably why. Obviously, this is going really well so far, so let's keep this going and see if I can find anything to challenge Janis.
Slick AF. So good. Turn right again.
This next junction is actually really tricky. I brought Megs and Annie here on their last lessons as well. One of two things is gonna happen. Either he'll ace it and it will boost his confidence massively, or it won't go well and we can work on it and then try again. At some point in your driving lessons, you'll realize you can just drive, and then after that, it's just polishing and confidence building. This is my favorite junction to do both at.
I'm not gonna make it on the other side. Could you please go?
We've been waiting a while now and I can feel the tension building. All I'll say here is watch the pedal cam.
I will say, if someone stops for you, you're not blocking them, they've done that on purpose, so you can go halfway. If there's not clear on the left, then stop.
If it's not clear on the left?
Then stop. Keep looking. So there, the blue car,
Yeah.
you didn't hold them up. They gave away their priority to you.
Right.
Fine.
Okay.
We can then go halfway and wait for a gap on the left side. That was fine apart from the stall. Did you feel under pressure though, because the car stopped for you?
Yes.
So then they've stopped for me, like, cool, no problem. Take my time with my pedals and set off nice and smooth. Let's go right on the roundabout, third exit.
Another reason people stall coming out of junctions is because it's taken so long to find a gap and you're worried about getting hesitation faults. I want to tell you, hesitation isn't the amount of time you've been waiting, it's the size of the gap you've missed. And it has to be a really sizable, obvious gap to be awarded a hesitation fault.
Incredible scenes. That was a great gap you found there. But just remember, if your signal cancels, pop it back on again. Or try and notice it. And then maybe a left mirror check a little bit earlier would have been great.
Yeah.
So a mirror check should come before a signal. It came quite a little bit after the signal. It won't be a big deal, but we don't want to give away points for no reason. Sick. Janis, show me how you turn on the dipped headlights. Beaut. I distracted you a little bit there. Did you check the mirror when you moved left?
I did not.
Duck left around the obstacle. So what's happening next? What are you doing with the, yes.
Steer.
Be intentional with every single move. Don't drive instinctively into any situation. Like, obviously I'm steering around the bloody car. Oh, but how do I make that happen? Obviously I'm not gonna crash into the black car, I'm steering around it. But actually if we think about the actions and the moves, then you can add in all the bits that aren't instinctive. Okay, your driving's 8.2. Chances of passing?
6.9.
If your driving standard is 8.2, why is your chance of passing 6.9?
Because there's a lot more pressure.
We're gonna go left on the roundabout, by the way.
I knew deep down he was feeling the pressure and I'm so glad he felt able to tell me. So now I can make it my absolute mission to boost that confidence about his driving test higher than a 6.9. Let's go.
That's the mental game that we play with this driving test, right? You know you can drive, so why is your chance of passing so low? If the driving test is just testing your driving and it's to a basic level, surely you can pass it at a much higher level than 6.9. Let's turn right at the end.
Honestly, right, one thing I figured out pretty early on in my career as an instructor is confident people pass way more easily. And you don't necessarily need to be a confident person to pass because it's not about that. It's about your self-belief. Do you believe that you're a good driver and you can pass? Then you'll show the examiner. If you doubt yourself though, that will easily reveal cracks in your skill while you're driving.
Nice. Grey Junction?
I'd say so.
Yes. Take the next road on the left.
He's still downplaying. He was the learner that said driving was just common sense, but it suddenly got real. I'm gonna keep working on boosting him up. Watch this space.
Slick, super slick. I like what you're doing with the steering today. This is different. Turn right again. Are you doing that consciously or just like, what, by accident?
Semi-consciously, yes.
Okay. It's really smooth. You feel extremely in control. I like it.
I didn't see a different speed limit sign,
Go left.
but is this still 30?
You tell me, how are we gonna work it out? Were you looking for a different speed limit sign? Stop on the left just here. Nice. Did you see a different speed limit sign? Were you looking out for it or might have missed it?
I did not, but I feel like the bend earlier, I feel like I could have missed it.
Okay.
In a different place.
We've
Just
gone down
feels-
2 roads now. If we were in a 20 zone, we would have seen one by now for sure.
Okay.
Especially around here in West Wickham, the 20 zones are clearly signed.
Nice.
Repeaters on the floor or on small poles, the normal size, but the signs are small.
Little stickers.
The little stickers, oh yeah, or the little metal signs. Obviously, we're not going to go 20 on this road, but then you're thinking about it, you're going to keep looking out for it. See, these are the things that people are worried about, like, oh, what if I miss a speed sign? Well, you're not going to go over 20 on this road anyway. So now you're thinking about it, you're going to be looking out for it into all of the side roads. Then you're going to get onto the next road and still see no speed sign. Well, I'm still on a 30 zone.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just driving.
It's just driving.
Why does it feel so stressful? Don't know. I don't have the answer, but I swear to God, whatever you've got in your head, it's like 50% less than that. We've done parallel parking, your slick at junctions, those last junctions were wicked. The roundabout was great. The other big roundabout, we've done it twice, was great. The hill start was great.
Nice.
Stalled once, but that's because you rushed it because the person on the right did that. We're gonna do an emergency stop now. Ticking off more competencies, ticking off more stuff.
Excited.
And I know
secure everything.
You absolutely let it go for emergency stops.
Secure hobnobs.
Secure the biscuits.
Make sure they don't go flying.
Protect the biscuits at all costs. I'm giving you this speech. You know the speech that the examiner gives you?
Yes.
So it's not a surprise, he's pulled you over and now it's imminent. Drive on.
Don't get the speech again, I guess.
Oh, you want a speech? Imagine I've given you the speech.
Fine. Take it.
Stop! I won't ask you to do that again. Drive on. Top marks.
Nice.
Full fat emergency stop, no dramas at all.
Love it.
Check. Turn right.
I love that.
I can keep reminding you about that though.
Yes.
Yeah?
Grill it into my head.
You'll start doing it just to shut me up.
He forgot the mirror check, which I'm not too worried about. Missing mirror checks isn't one of his usual faults, but just after a big event like an emergency stop, it can be easy to forget when your mind is on something else.
Go left at the end of the road.
So whatever's happened, quickly refocus so you don't miss obvious stuff.
Even if you're like looking out for other hazards, you could still have the checklist going on in your head.
Yeah.
I mean, like whether you go into first gear or second gear is not going to make any difference to your test at all. But like, don't forget the basics.
The basics, like MSPSL, are great for your first few lessons, but don't let it slip. When you're under pressure on your driving test, going back to routines and procedures is an absolute lifeline. Anyway, let's talk about faults and distractions.
Also, things are going to happen while you're out on your test that will distract you. Like you do something that causes you to get a driver fault and you realise it. Forgot to signal there or something. You'll realise it and now you're distracted, you're not thinking about the test, right? Nice mirror check. Have me in the back of your head, in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Saying, what's next? Janis, what's next? What's next? What's next?
Going straight. That's what's next.
Great. But that will remind you to not think about what's happened before and focus on what's happened next.
The actions of the past do not define you.
Oh, I love that. The actions of the past do not define you. What about if you killed someone and then went to prison?
It's a bit of a different thing. There's a limit.
There's
to
a limit.
every statement.
Mini roundabout. We're going to turn right.
You know what though, I really like that one. Like if you failed a driving test, it doesn't define you as a bad driver. That's not what the examiner's saying when they tell you you haven't passed. They aren't saying you're not worthy or you don't deserve a license. Just the small snapshot they saw ticked the wrong boxes. Don't let it define you when you go into your next test.
Okay, go now. Go now, set off now.
Thank you.
Unfortunate that the signal cancelled because then it looked like you changed your mind and went straight. But did you notice as soon as you set off and went round the roundabout, you're coming at them from their right. So they then have to stop for you.
So unless it's directly on the right, the entrance, people are waiting to get on the roundabout, I don't have priority to the people on the second.
If the people ahead of us are coming straight on,
Yeah.
as soon as we set off, we're now coming at them from the right.
Right.
So we'll force them to stop. But if you're stationary at the mouth of the junction, you're not coming at them from the right, even if you're turning right, so they'll just keep coming.
Cool. This is a cute little park-in.
Yes. Well, that's kind of obvious what we're going to do here.
Well,
We're in a car park. Guess what we're going to do next?
it's kind of 50-50, isn't it?
Ah, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Which side? Which are we going to do?
Let's try not.
Okay, stop.
Who's that?
He's Adam. I've done a video with him where I wore socks on my hands
Oh.
and drove about. It was a very silly video, but it was extremely fun. Choose a bay parking method, forwards or backwards, your choice. It gets into any one of these bays.
Do examiners sometimes do that?
Oh no, they'll tell you forwards or backwards. I'm giving you the choice, but they will tell you to park in any bay.
Let's do a forwards, shall we?
Cool.
This manoeuvre is going to be tricky, but this is why we do the lesson where we do a little bit of everything right before the test.
Bow.
Okay, pause.
Yeah.
Is this your reference point for forwards?
Yeah.
What's the reference point for forwards?
My shoulder.
That's backwards.
So is the mirror.
The mirror, yeah.
Okay, so I'm right.
Is the mirror in line with that line though?
Yeah.
Oh, like that though. But we want the mirror in line with perspective. So the mirror looks like it's sitting on that line. Like, yeah, I've lined up the mirror nicely with that line, but the mirror's not sitting on that line. You're too far forward. So pop it into reverse and I'll show you what I mean. Go backwards until I say stop. Go, 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 go. Tiny bit more. Stop. Does that mirror look like it's sitting on top of the line now?
I mean, now I can only see like half of the line.
Ah, that's okay. That's just from how close or far away we are. But the mirror looks like it's like, the mirror doesn't look like it's in line with the line. The mirror looks like it's like, as a perspective, sitting on top of the line.
This is like a whole new thing.
No, we've done this. How did we do this before?
Well, before the bottom of the mirror was sitting on top. Now, like the line is like behind the middle.
Go from here and see how it works.
Okay. I mean, I should have faith in you.
There are so many variables to each manoeuvre and every instructor has a different reference point. It can get confusing, especially when it doesn't go well.
Fun. Ooh, we didn't turn straight away.
If you ask experienced drivers how they park, they just do it. It's instinct. But while you build up the instinct, reference points are a good way to make it work simply. So go with it for now.
In the bay. You can see it in that mirror, the little one.
Yeah.
And then you can open your door to confirm. On your driving test, you can do this.
Nice.
On your driving test, you should do this. Easy fixes if you're not in the bay. And then if you are in the bay, you'll be like, yeah, nailed my manoeuvre. Reverse out, do it again, without me saying anything.
Again, forward.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was a bit tricky, I want him to do it again. I feel like sometimes when something goes well, people are like, yeah, cool, I can do that now, and move on. But driving is all about habit and repetition. The more you do it and the more it goes well, the better you'll perform under pressure. Plus, if it goes well again, he'll be more confident.
Nice. Exactly in the same place as before.
Okay.
If you open the door though, just try and secure the car first.
Oh.
But
Yes.
remembering what's important on maneuvers, on your driving test, observations, car control, thinking about what's around you and who we're affecting. So before you do that turn, that big change in direction at very low speed where pedestrians can be keeping up, be great to indicate and be great to just do a check, which is why it's a great idea to set the reference point, stop, take a deep breath and just think what's next so we don't miss anything.
Right.
There's no problem with not stopping, but it's just that pause gets you to think a bit more.
Cool.
Happy with forward parking?
Yeah.
And in fact, if you do this on your driving test, the examiner will make you stop to explain what you're going to do.
Nice.
Just take a step, yeah, not in a rush.
Cool.
Don't give away silly mistakes. Impress Jeff with like. Do you know what's impressive to Jeff, actually? Let's think about your examiner. Who is this guy? This guy, Jeff, he cares about road safety. He cares about you keeping people safe.
Okay.
He doesn't care how well you can park, and he doesn't care how quickly you can park. Think about your audience.
Safety.
Yeah, let's go out and give me a reverse backwards parking.
Okay, I really hope he can nail this reverse park first time. He'll feel so good afterwards. Although if it doesn't go well, that's okay, no drama. We can hang out in this car park for as long as he needs to get it right before his actual final driving test. I'll put everything he needs into this for a good result.
Jeff would have loved that.
Would love what?
That bit of reversing there. Jeff, that's Chef's favourite thing about your manoeuvre.
Bro.
Slow, controlled, and great observation. It's warming Jeff's heart right now.
Ah. Anything for Jeff.
Jeff is a generic examiner name. We're not talking about any specific examiner. If you're an examiner and your name's Jeff, then we're not talking about you.
Okay, concentrate on this reverse park. It's not going to go perfectly, but Janis will adjust it on the fly, and that's still 10 out of 10 from me.
Awesome, that was really nice. Doesn't matter that it didn't go quite right.
Yeah.
You have the skills to fix it that easily. So like, do you even need to know how to park? You can just get from A to B, that's all we need. And the observation was sick, the car control was beautiful. But why didn't it go right though perfectly first time?
Did I not steer fast enough?
No, I steered quite fast. You whipped that steering wheel around, which gave you a super tight turning circle, which meant that we were too far away from this side.
Right.
Like that, when actual what we want is you.
Okay.
With that sound effect.
I moved myself so I was further away.
Yeah. Do you want to do it again, just in case?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Can we do it on the other shoulder as well?
Yeah, bit faster, bit faster. Yeah.
Okay, while we do another reverse park, I think Janis is ready for his test. I can see he's a great driver and his ability is good and safe. I'll bring his test to you in the next video, but wish him luck, love and energy in the comments. He will read them and it will definitely boost his confidence.
Superb, that's the one. We don't want slow steering and we don't want fast steering. Exactly the same as how you do forward parking. That's what we want for the reverse parking. How to know that you're far enough back. Look at where the white line is. Yeah, with the mirror, but see where your feet are. My feet are behind the white line. Your feet are too. Your feet are just behind the wheel. If you look down there behind the accelerator, there's a bulge in the carpet. That's to accommodate the wheel. So actually where your feet are is just behind the wheel.
Cool.
So if you're, yeah.
Fun.
Bay parking, sick. If it goes wrong, you can fix it easily. Big fat tick in those boxes.
Bro.
Roundabouts, junctions, driving at 30, driving at 20, driving on small roads, fast roads. What can go wrong? You can do all of it. 6.2, you sure? Come on. 6 point, that's only just
6.3?
only just about half, 50% chance of passing. What's he talking about?
Would you like more of my 9 out of 10 energy from last week?
It doesn't have to be 9 out of 10, but surely it's more than 60%.
Right, we'll do 79.8.
Surely, of course, anything could go wrong if you're not concentrating. Nothing has gone wrong today. How long have we been driving for? 45 minutes.
Oh wow.
That's, your Tesla ended 15 minutes ago. If this was a real driving test. Jeff's fucked off, he's having tea and coffee.
Hobnobs.
Yeah, and hobnobs. We're already on the way home. We have a pass certificate by now. That's easy. We've done it.
I can do that.
It's
Just
easy.
half an hour.
It's literally just half an hour of driving and then done. Don't make mistakes, sure. We're all human. Don't do anything dangerous. Follow the rules of the highway code. That's it.
Cool.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Will you do it?
8.8.
Let's go. Okay, Janis's test is on Monday. In the comments, big love and energy for him to pass. Any questions? Any final words?
Wisdom.
See him in the next video, which will be his real driving test, and see whether he passes or fails. Thanks. Peace. Bye.